1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. HALALYAM YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well and taught us his truth through the Spirit. Shalom to the sincere Akim Wa'akwatiam, listening and learning, being doers of the word, and being diligent in this faith. To the Akim out here laboring, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity, and making their bodies a living sacrifice, as well as the speckled bird scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah. Shalom. I just want to go into something that I was meditating on real quick that actually came to me because I watched a video that a brother did on multiple brothers. Basically, you have to be like how the elders on down always say, you have to be like Clark Kent in this truth. You can't, want to try and save everybody. You can't want to try and, and for me personally, it's went further than when I first came into the truth. Actually, when I first came into the truth, I pretty much ignored everyone. I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't care about having friends or anything like that. Like, it was just me and my immediate family and this truth, and that was it. We kind of, spoke about it to a few people, but very, very, like, I can count on one hand how many people we even brought it up to at first. But then later on is when I started wanting to, I want to tell people about this truth. I want to make sure that everyone knows. I want to get the blood off my hands. I want to, I want to save these people. I don't want them to perish with Babylon. And quite frankly, that's incredible. It's just very unwise. It's naive. It's foolish. You're not supposed to operate like that. Okay? Like they say, you're supposed to be like Clark Kent, which is basically Superman. So he has, even Bruce Wayne. In the public eye, you're just the average dude. Unassuming Jake. Judite, Issacharite, Gadite, so on and so forth. But then, once you get on the highways and hedges, once you put it's not a costume, but like once you get in the right environment that calls for it, then you go all out. You go in. Once you get on the highways and hedges, you go in, do your videos, you go in. But it's not for everyone to just, look at me, I'm an Israelite, you guys need to get this truth. You guys need to listen to this. You guys need to understand this, blah, blah, blah. They can't understand it. They don't want to listen to it. Okay? It goes into circumspection. Okay? Being wise. Okay? Being smart about who you tell it to. All that. It goes into all that. That's why the scriptures say, if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Okay, because you're going to, well, let me read this. All right. Let's read this. Matthew chapter 10 verse 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words. Okay, this was YAHAWASHI speaking, going into how they should prophesy, how they should teach people. Alright. Whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. So yes, you are supposed to warn the wicked. You're supposed to, bring it up to people. Try to open their eyes, see if they're open-minded, so on and so forth. To get the blood off your hands, you're supposed to warn them. Okay, but if you're being unwise about it, you're being you're gonna get put to death. Like, you're just going to your job and you just start teaching, you're just gonna get fired. Like, that's not wise, you know? Or people are gonna say that you're, you know, doing hate speech, and, you know, you need to be able to separate, you know, I guess, the worldly affairs from the spiritual affairs. Okay? I'm not saying you have to make it like a secret identity, but it ultimately is just an analogy. It comes down to circumspection. Let's look up what circumspection means. Circumspect. Heedful of circumstances and potential consequences. Prudent. Literally looking about on all sides. Hence, examining carefully all the circumstances that may affect a determination, watchful on all sides, cautious, wary, to look on all sides of, examine carefully, okay, or scrutinize. All right, so to move with circumspection means to move with discretion, with wisdom, okay, environmental awareness, observance, prudence. This is circumspection. This is how we're supposed to move. Okay? Because best believe they can and will persecute you. Okay? Especially as a Jake. They can and will. And they get off on it. So why would you give them that opportunity? Because you were trying to be over righteous. Okay? The scriptures say, be not righteous over much. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Okay, that's what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to your own destruction because you were being unwise. No matter how righteous you thought you were being, it was unwise. Okay? Being over righteous. Alright, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Continuing in Matthew 10. Alright, shake off the dust of your feet. They don't want to listen? Okay. Wipe your hands clean, shake the dust off your feet, and get up out of there. Alright. Verse 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Why? Because they were warned. They being the people that you that shall not receive you. Okay? You went into it with them. You were trying to teach them. You warned them. Sodom and Gomorrah, in the scriptures, it doesn't say nothing about anyone was prophesying or anything like that. The land was wicked. The Lord wanted to get rid of it. He said, I'm going to get your nephew, I believe Abraham's nephew, I believe, Lot, out along with his family, and then I'm going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and that's it. Alright? But these people were warned. So Babylon's going to get a worse judgment. It's going to be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah. Alright? Behold, I send you, verse 16, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Sheep in the midst of wolves. Okay? So they come and devour us, persecute us on all sides. They surround us. Or at least they try to. You know? We're sheep in the midst of wolves. We're not meant to take vengeance on our own. We're not meant to start fighting and, you know, engaging in war, physical combat, or anything like that right now. Right now we're as sheep. We're trying to wake up fellow sheep. Hey, you're walking into a slaughterhouse. Okay? We need to turn this way and go on that narrow path to real freedom, to real liberty, to real salvation. Okay? Most of the other sheep are not going to listen. They're going to wander right over into the trap where the wolves are going to converge on them. Alright? And then the wolves are going to get destroyed too. With nuclear missiles. But this is our position right now. Okay? Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay? Wise as serpents, harmless as doves. This is how we should be moving. Okay? We should not be threatening, anything like that. Of course, we're men and we cry aloud, we spare not. We're masculine, we lift up our voice like a trumpet. Okay? We rebuke sharply, but it just comes down to wisdom. I'm gonna keep on repeating that because it comes down to wisdom. Through the Holy Spirit, QADASH, you will know how to carry yourself. Alright, verse 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Okay, so when you're moving through the Spirit guides you, and you don't even have to think for yourself. We're not supposed to think for ourselves. We're not supposed to think, and I mean, don't think for yourself in the sense that, when you're facing persecution or when you're pretty much any situation like that, because you're not supposed to be afraid. Okay? The judgment is YAHAWASHI's. It's not coming from us. It's not our words. They love the Bible so much, right? But then they want to ban it when we get a hold of it and get the true understanding through the Spirit. These aren't our words. That's when we're not supposed to think for ourselves, because it's apparent. It's ubiquitous. These are not our words. These are not our thoughts. The Most High's thoughts and ways are higher than our ways. Okay, so if you're mad at anyone, get mad at him. Why are you mad at us? We're just the messengers. We're just servants. We're lowly servants. Okay, this is how hypocritical and double-minded these people are. That's what it means. Okay, take no thought, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. And we don't care. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. We're not supposed to fear what they can do unto us. It doesn't matter if they scourge us in the synagogues. It doesn't matter if they beat us up, they throw stones like they did to Paul. They jump us. Some brothers got shot at. Weapons pulled on them. Police called on us. We don't care. We don't care. Okay? We are following the will of YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI, and we have faith that we're going to be delivered through all of it. Okay? So do what you're going to do. But guess what? If you succeed, we know that this is our lot. Okay? It's what YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI wanted to happen. Because obviously we're getting punished for our past sins. He also uses it to show forth his power. And a lot of brothers will get, specifically 144,000, which actually is not a lot. Some brothers will get spiritual power, and you won't even be able to touch us. So, and then there's the first resurrection. Those that die in YAHAWASHI, you kill us, we died in YAHAWASHI. So what do we have to what? And we're at rest. So we win no matter what. We won. We already won. This is why the scriptures say, let no man take your crown. Hold fast that which thou hast, because we already have it. The crown is already on our heads. Okay, we just can't see it yet. Okay? So we win no matter what. You can do whatever you want. We're going to mow you down when we come back as hunters and YAHAWASHI descends with the angels. We're going to hurt you bad through the Spirit. Okay, we're going to hurt you bad. Esau, Edom, and you damn heathens. We don't care what you do. We do not fear you. Alright, I'm gonna say that right now. Just because the Spirit hopped on me. That's all I'm gonna say. But all right, verse 20. Basically, do not fear, man. Do not fear. You should be on fire. You should have the Spirit. Okay, do not fear. Verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father, which speaketh in you. Okay, it's not us. It's not our words. It's YAHAWASHI Yahushai's words. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. So there's going to be people betraying each other. You know, hey, there was the brother that went through the situation where the Jakes came up to his door, brought him in the car, and they were like, "Oh, where's your brother at?" Because his brother was involved in some shit, and he distanced himself from his brother for this very reason, because he was involved in some, you know, violent, maybe gang affiliated, whatever stuff, dangerous business. And he distanced himself from that brother, from his brother, his blood brother, immediate family brother, for that very reason. This is why we do this. Hey, the Lord might have been protecting us when you know, protecting me when I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was getting into this thing. I had no interruptions. That was for the best, you know. This is why you have to use wisdom. Don't be pushing it out to people that do not need to be hearing this. Okay, you warn them. All right, you do your due diligence, but you need to use wisdom. Avoid them. Okay, avoid the ones that cause contention, you know, strife, you know, push false doctrine. Get away from these Christians, these religious people. Get away from these damn you know, witches and warlocks, these idolaters. Get away from these people, these Satanists, these Masons. Get away from them. Avoid them. Okay, be circumspect. Use wisdom. This walk can be lonely and will be lonely at times, but that's a part of this truth. That's a part of this narrow path. Don't the scriptures tell you that the path is so narrow that only one brother or sister can walk at a time? And there's fire on the right side, deep tempestuous waters on the left. Hey, this walk can get lonely, but you might catch up to a brother or sister, you know, and walk right behind them with them, or walk right in front of them, whatever. You know, it's so narrow that only one can walk at a time. Okay, so that's something that you have to be dealing. Hey, count the cost. The scriptures say count the cost. What you're dealing with, what you are getting into. Okay, you need to really get into this thing. You need to have faith, because that's how it is. All right, but I don't want to get too off topic. All right, cause them to be put to death. Verse 22, and ye shall be hated for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. All right, he that shall endure to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Yasharallah till the Son of Man be come. Alright, again going into just avoid these people. Avoid the wicked. Okay, go not into the way of the wicked. Avoid them. Get away from them. Distance yourself from the world. Don't have one foot in the world. Don't look back at the world. Go straight forward on that straight and narrow, and get away from all wickedness. That's what you need to be doing. Okay? You'll have a much easier time once you accept that. Alright? And stay faithful. Hey, if the Lord has you move or whatever, hey, it's the Lord's will too. His will be done. Alright? Don't be worried about these people. Don't be worried about your loved ones from the world. Don't be worried about friends, family, whatever. Because the Lord will give you better. The Lord will bring them back anyway if they're Israelites. Albeit they will be shamed in the kingdom, of course, because they didn't listen on this side. But We don't lose anything. We really, bro, we literally don't lose anything. No matter what, we don't lose anything. You have to just listen to YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. We don't lose anything. Okay? The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. YAHAWASHI went through all this. You know, he went through persecution, having to move from place to place, no place to rest his head, all types of wickedness, and people trying to, you know, spit on him and put him to death. Hey, we're not above our master. The servant's not above the master. All right. So, disciple's not above the master. Servant not above the Lord. All right. He went through it. Of course, we're gonna go through the same things. And even then, the Lord has mercy on us. All right. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. Okay? Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine. Okay? So, giving these jewels, like how Jake always says, oh, you drop in jewels. These are the real jewels, okay? Giving these jewels to these ungrateful, wicked ass Jakes and heathens, you're just throwing wisdom away. It's like you're giving someone clothes and they're just ripping it off and stepping on it and throwing it off, and because they just want to stay naked. Like, really? And it's cold outside. Alright, we're in a blizzard. I'm giving you a state-of-the-art, beautiful coat of diverse colors with ultra protection, you know, heating pads, everything you need in a blizzard in the winter. And you take it, you don't even take it, you kick it out of my hand and you just stomp on it, spit on it, and then you try to spit on me and try to call me all types of names. That's what they're doing. They turn to rend you. They trample the pearls under their feet. Okay, this is holy. This is wisdom. This is knowledge. This is understanding. This is holy. This is from YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI that we were even able to understand this. That we even received this. That we had the ears to hear and the ears to hear and the eyes to see. And just throwing it away, is going to waste. It's falling on deaf ears. We're not supposed to do that. Okay? We're not supposed to do that. It's not meant for everyone. Through the Spirit, you can discern that. You can discern who is worthy and who is not. Alright? All you can do, like brothers say, plant the seed, and it's up to the Lord to water it. Okay? Just plant the seed. The Lord gave us the power to plant the seed in their minds. The Lord will water it, or He will just scorch it up, destroy it, pluck it out, because He doesn't want them. He's not dealing with them. All right. Matthew 13:10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? Because YAHAWASHI did not give them, alright, he didn't just say it straightforward to them. He spoke in parables that they could not understand or could barely understand. Alright, so the disciples came and asked, Why are you speaking to them in parables? In riddles? You know, why are you not, giving them the knowledge like straight up? Because we can understand it, but they can't. Alright, verse 11. He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Okay? Really, it's like a test. It's like testing the spirit. Okay? If they couldn't even understand the parables, then this truth is not for them. All right. It's like a test. Can you understand this? Can you, peep the... I never even really say that, Slovakia. That was whatever. But can you understand the logic? Can you understand the truth behind it? Is the Spirit dealing with you? Is YAHAWASHI dealing with you? Does he have his Holy Spirit on you for you to be able to receive the knowledge? Okay? Or are you just a clueless, zombie? A dead person walking because you're living in sin. Alright? It wasn't given unto them, it was given unto us. This is even more reason why we should be grateful. And of course, Jake is so generous and they love everyone. And we want to give this knowledge to everyone. We want everyone to receive salvation. We want everyone to... Okay, well, no. Alright? That's not wise. In fact, that's foolish. Because everyone doesn't... Not that we deserve it, but especially when you deal with these Israelites that know they're Israelites and want to save the heathens. Like, what are you doing? It's just crazy. Alright? So he'll give more unto us because he's dealing with us, and he'll take away even the little knowledge of the worldly so-called knowledge and wisdom, alright, that the world has. Even that little bit which they really took from the scriptures, he'll take it away from them. Verse 13, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross. Alright, that gross darkness. And their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Alright? But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Alright, the wise men out of Teman, alright, which are the wisest of the wisest Edomites, they desire, they want to break down these scriptures, they want to translate the word, they want to go into all this, they want to make the Bible dictionaries and the Strong's Concordances and translate these, and they still don't get it. They still can't break anything down. Okay, they still don't understand Revelation chapter 1, Daniel chapter 7, Revelation chapter 13, Revelation chapter 9. They still don't understand Isaiah chapter 49. They don't understand these things. Alright? I saw a tweet that a brother tweeted. He said, you went to college, you studied theology and all this for years and got a master's degree or whatever, PhD or whatever, just to get confounded in 60 seconds by a so-called nigga on the street teaching with nothing but a high school diploma. Yeah, it's like that. Okay? And then the brothers put the scriptures, they wanted to buy the truth. They thought they could buy this wisdom with money. Okay? No. Okay, the Lord is dealing with Yasharallah only, and the men, alright? He's using the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. He's dealing with the lowly men of Israel. The YAHAWAH that we can even receive this knowledge. Alright? And this is Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not Salakia. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Okay, so that's all it really comes down to, is using wisdom. Okay, not casting your pearls before swine, giving that which is holy unto the dogs, which Yahushua described that Canaanite woman as a dog. Okay, I'm not going to give the children's bread unto a dog. Okay, the children need to eat. Okay, the dog recognized its place and said, well, I'll get the crumbs that fall off the master's table. The dogs will pick up the crumbs that fall off the master's table. She knew her place. Oh, but these heathens are prideful. All these people are prideful. They don't respect us. They don't respect YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. They didn't respect YAHAWASHI when he was on the scene. They're not going to respect us. And YAHAWASHI was performing miracles and everything. And the servant's not greater than the master. Alright? Alright, they didn't believe YAHAWASHI. They put him to death. They're not going to believe us. You're not going to get them out of Islam. You're not going to get them out of Christianity. You're not going to get them out of dealing with them stones. All you can do is plant the seed. And YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, if he wants them, he will get them out of whatever they're into. He's going to put them through the fire. Alright? If he wants them, he'll bring them out. If not, oh well. Alright? At the end of the day, we win. Okay, we hope to receive the kingdom. You know, we'll have spiritual powers. And it's all good. Alright, Israelites, all Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation. Alright, so they're going to come back in the kingdom. It doesn't matter. Like, it's all good at the end of the day. Like, if you really think about it. Of course, you know, we want our people to be saved and it's sad and blah, blah, blah. But, logically speaking, there's nothing to worry about. So, I pray that the lesson was edifying. The main point was use wisdom. Okay, don't go trying to just save everyone. Don't go throwing out the knowledge out there willy-nilly. Stop trying to be a captain. Like how they say, Captain Save a Hoe in the world. Don't be a Captain Save a bug out. Okay? Captain Save a wicked nigger. Or Nigget for the female version. Just use wisdom, man. And that's a lesson for me as well. And yeah, you gotta separate worldly affairs from spiritual affairs. Be wise. Alright? So with that, I want to say about Mabal, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom to the hopeful elect, and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, Shalom.